Thank you. A couple of points in addition to what Mr. Saryusz-Wolski said. Point number one, the argument you could hear today was that we want to have more power because having less power we didn't perform quite well. Well, it should be the other way around. That is, we performed excellently. That's why we want more power. And that we have heard all along since the very beginning. The performance is miserable, so we want more power in our hands. That would be enough to say no to giving more power to European institutions. I think less power to European institutions will be a rational decision. Point number two, veto. Well, there is an inequality of nations in the EU. They are big guys, strong, having all sorts of economic, military, political potential, and there are countries that are small, they do not do quite well economically. And the veto, the right to veto, was the only instrument, the only weapon the weaker countries had against the big bullies. Once you get rid of the veto, we are in the hands of the big guys. And that comes down to it. So either you want to preserve some kind of equality among the member states, and then you have to retain the veto power, or you want to create a sort of oligarchy with the big guys at the top, and then that is precisely that is being suggested. Now, as you could hear, the third point, as you probably heard, or we all imagine, the plan is to do without referenda, right? To make the treaty change, to give enormous power to European institutions and enormous power to the big guys behind those institutions without consulting the societies, without consulting the voters. So we'll be probably will have backdoor negotiations, lack of any kind of transparency, no possibility of making any changes in the treaties without consulting the voters. I know that's the hardest part to swallow by the mainstream people, Mr. Verhofstadt and his colleagues, because they know very well if they come up with these ideas and will put it to vote by the people, they will lose. We have to keep the democratic standards. And the final point is, of course, a very serious threat of ideological despotism. We had, those of you who were present in the debate, which is still, I think, going on, you heard these remarks about reproductive rights and, well, whatever, things like these. Up till now, theoretically at least, these were the matters to be decided in individual states, in the member states. Now the plan is to be a part of the EU ideology, which means that the EU will have the institutions to impose moral and philosophical issues on the people, and will have the instruments to punish those who have a different view. So I think the danger is a kind of creeping despotism.